Hi, I'm Tom from the Simoniz Garage. I'm going to show you how to do a carpet express. We're going to start front driver's side of the car, just like every other process. We're going to work our way from the front to the back, over to the passenger side, back up to the front. We're always going to do 60% of the car. So we're not going to stop at half. We're going to do, if we're going to vacuum, for instance, well, we're going to vacuum the carpet here, the seat here, in between the seat and the console, in between the console and the seat on the passenger side, and then anything you can reach. Keep in mind that you can see things on the passenger side from the driver's side that when you're on that side you won't be able to see. So we're into the first step. We're going to vacuum. So what we're going to do is move the driver's seat all the way back. It is. And now we're going to expose the most amount of carpeted area right over here. So we're going to start vacuuming, work our way, pull the seat forward, go back here. Now keep in mind on seams on seats, you just want to be able to push down to separate to make sure you get into all those cracks and crevices. You want to also recline the seat as much as possible. This just happens to be the most this seat goes. Now if these had mats, we would actually vacuum, then remove the mats. We can do those outside of the vehicle. Now one thing about vacuuming is we never vacuum under a seat without looking. We never reach our hand under a seat without looking either. So that's why we keep moving the seat back and forth to expose the most amount. We take this process all the way around. So we have the carpet here. Now keep in mind, for Express, the customer is waiting for their carpets to get shampooed. Now, in doing so, you're kind of limited into what you can use on those carpets. So we want to make sure the tools we use will allow, and the products we use will allow the carpet to dry prior for the customer to get back into that car. So what we're going to do is use almost a dry cleaning method. Okay? So we're really going to shampoo the surface. Now, on full details, on cars that are really bad, there's a time and place for a hot water extractor, for sure. In this case, when a customer is waiting, we don't want a wet carpet to go back, to leave our premises. What happens there? A customer can go, park at a supermarket, what have you, for couple hours in the hot sun, windows up, now you're creating mold. So we want to make sure that the products we use are meant for express carpet shampoo. So what we're going to do is, by vacuuming, we're removing debris from the surface. Now there might be some that are still in the actual carpet fibers. There's a couple different things. If you run into pet hair, you can use a pet hair stone. Okay, it's a pumice stone. You can also use a pet hair brush, a rubber bristle brush. Okay? How you use these? You basically pull the fibers towards you, and it'll actually pull it into a pile, and then you can just vacuum it up. Okay? The fur is done the same manner. Okay? Just pulling it towards you. All right? And you can see it just grabs it. Now, with stains, depending on what the stain is, you have to do a little analysis. So let's say you're dealing with an oil-based stain, something that looks like grease, or maybe even salad dressing, something along those lines. You're going to want to use a solvent to remove those. Now, a water-based stain will most likely come out with just the regular carpet and upholstery cleaner. So sometimes what I would recommend doing is just going forth with the carpet upholstery cleaner, and then determining whether or not you need to go a little further with cleaning a certain stain, for instance. Now, what we recommend, number one, carpet upholstery. Okay? This is an alcohol-based product. Basically, it'll dry. It makes sure that evaporates quickly. So it's as simple as spraying the carpeted surface, and with a carpet attachment on the pneumatic tool, you can actually basically stir up all of the dirt and debris that's there and bring it to the surface. So then we take a terry towel and we wipe. Keep in mind, that tool, it loosens everything, but it's not removing anything. The actual removal process is performed by the towel as well as the vacuum. So we're probably going to have to re-vac anyway. Okay. I don't know if you could see that, the dirt that this is pulling up. So, a couple spots I want to just hit up again real fast, where the heavy soil is. And the same process would be done on the mats, which I will show you as well. Now, once again, if we see some spots that aren't moving, we think it might be grease, we can use an all-purpose cleaner degreaser, number 4 cleaner degreaser. You can use citrus clean, okay, which is a foaming, which is why I like it for carpet. You see where you actually applied it. It also smells, obviously, like oranges. It's the same idea, okay? Just an agitator. Now, if we had a really bad stain, you'd want to use spot remover, which is a very strong interior solvent, almost just like dry cleaning fluid, really. It removes really heavy oil-based stains, makeup, things like that. Now, so another tool you can use is the larger pneumatic carpet tool, okay? So this is our mini, and then this is the regular. Now, you can see different surface areas. This is a little larger. So the actual tool you would use, or excuse me, the brush you would use for this one, for carpet you'd use the smaller nap, okay? It's a little stiffer, all right? Now, for newer carpets, you may want to even actually stick with the upholstery, even on the carpets if they're not that bad. But this is for really bad carpets. Okay, the upholstery, just to show you the difference, is a little thicker. Now, with the mini, they're actually two different colors. The carpet, it's a stiffer bristle. Upholstery's softer. Okay, once again, newer carpets, you find that maybe this one is the brush of choice. Now, the difference too, and you really want to avoid if you're using this, is hitting areas on the carpet or even the side of a seat or a door panel, anything like that, with the side here. Okay, it can get sharp. You can actually cause some damage because it spins so fast. Whereas what I find with a mini, even though it doesn't do as much surface area, it's not going to burn anything. Okay, it's not going to cause any damage with this. So this, once again, great tool. You just want to be real careful with it around the edges. This one gives you a little more leniency there. Now, so what we do now is we would go around the entire vehicle. So we would move the seat forward, move back here, work around the entire car, making sure all carpeted areas, even here on the door panel. I could show you that as well. Any carpeted area gets done. Now if we see there's got a little spot here, most likely where someone used their foot to get out. Straighten it up. Once again, got to use that towel. Make sure to remove. We use the towel. Work our way around the vehicle. Make sure we then re-vac to all the different debris that we just loosened from lower in the carpeted fibers. We pull them up and make sure we do the mats. Now we want to make sure on the mats that we get a lot of that debris out, and we make sure that we analyze whether or not something is a stain or whether the actual carpet fibers have been cut, basically, and we're looking at maybe the darker rubber substance underneath the carpet. So we don't, spend too much time trying to get out a stain that's not really there. And that's Carpet Express.